starts now.
Very good evening to you. Welcome to ABC4 News at 10. I'm Brian McElhatton. Sarah Murphy has the night off. We want to thank you for spending some time with us. With smog blanketing most of the valley for the past several days, yuck, look at that, right? The Department of Health and Human Services is warning about the impact on children. Turns out pollutants often impact children more severely than adults. Kids developing organ systems are more sensitive to many pollutants, and children tend to breathe more air than adults relative to their body weight, and that increases their exposure to toxic substances and chemicals in the air. So, what should you do to reduce the risk?
So the easiest thing you can do really to reduce that exposure is bring the children inside. So stay inside, especially when children are outside, you know, they're running around, they're breathing in more of that polluted air. So just moving indoor activities inside and then making sure the air quality inside the home is also good. So if you have an air purifier, it's good to start one of those up. Not burning any incense or any candles that can lead to poor indoor air quality.
But my toddler's going stir crazy, okay? She wants to go outside and play. So what is PM 2.5 or particulate matter 2.5? Well, have a look at this diagram here. It's a category of fine particle that's smaller than a human hair, right? Here's the particles relative to human hair or even a grain of sand. They're really tiny, right? Yeah. When we breathe them in, they can get into our lungs, get into our bloodstream, and Cedric, that causes all sorts of problems.
Yeah, and of course you notice that by the itchy throat sometimes, the watery, burny eyes and things like that. And it's hard when you look out there and you see it, you know there's a lot of it out there. So you're talking about this particulate matter. Right. I want to show you here, I did a little research here to show you just how this has been increasing over the past couple of days, because Monday we had it in the moderate category, but just barely. It was at 32.4 and the moderate scale goes up to 35.4. Wow. But notice Tuesday, 39.6. So it had about a 7.2 jump, and that put it in the unhealthy for sensitive groups. And then, Brian, as you can see today, another 5.8 jump there up to 45.4. So that's not good when you look at the unhealthy category at 55.5.
I don't like the trend we're seeing here.
Yes, there's a definite trend, and we're not too far away. So we may come close to that code red by the time we get towards the next couple of days. But thankfully, right now, we're still in that unhealthy for sensitive groups, which, again, is not great, but it's not code red. And we don't have that in the forecast, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get pretty close to that in the coming days. So you're probably wondering, what all can we do to try to help stay away from some of this dangerous particulate matter out there? Well, of course, if possible, stay inside as much as you can. And of course, carpooling and public transportation, we want to remind folks to make sure that they kind of reduce your time out there on the roadways, whether that be traveling or however it may be. Maybe try to do everything in one trip. Of course, limit like fireplace usage during this time of the year. We like to get those wood stoves and fireplaces burning, try to prevent that. And of course, wear a mask that filters that particulate matter there, that 2.5 as well. And you can do some research to find the correct map for you. Now,